So here's another quiz for you today, and it's a 60s and 70s British trivia quiz. So let's see how many of these you know. In the 1970s, it was known as the Iron Lady in British politics. That's an easy one to start off. Of course, that was Margaret Thatcher. What was the name of the Beatles' final studio album released in 1970? It was called Let It Be. Which British city hosted the 1966 FIFA World Cup? That was London. What was the nickname for the supersonic passenger jet introduced in 1969? That one was quite easy. It was the Concorde. Which TV show featuring a time-travelling police box debuted in the 1960s? I'm pretty sure you all got that. It's Doctor Who. What was the primary mode of transportation for the mods in the 60s? Maybe back in the 60s you were a mod, so you would have rode a scooter as well. Which iconic car model was introduced in the 60s by the British Motor Corporation? That was the Mini. What was the focus of the Dagenham Ford sewing machinist strike in 1968? It was equal pay. Who was the lead guitarist of the Rolling Stones during the 60s and 70s? That was Keith Richards. So here's a few more. What was the Winter of Discontent in 78 to 79 related to? It was strikes. Pretty sure you'll have got that. Which British actor portrayed James Bond in the 60s and 70s? It was Sean Connery. Maybe we'll do a James Bond quiz. What was the name of the influential pirate radio station in the 60s that broadcast rock and pop music? It was Radio Caroline. Which British fashion model became an international sensation in the 60s? And I'm sure everybody got this. It was Twiggy. Who was the leader of the Conservative Party during the early 70s? Edward Heath. What music festival in 1970 marked the debut of Jimi Hendrix's last performance in the UK? It was the Isle of Wight Festival. In 1976, what iconic British punk rock band released their debut album? And I won't read the last part. That was the Sex Pistols. I think everybody will have known that. What major infrastructure project was completed in the 70s connecting England and France? Of course, that was the Channel Tunnel. Which British author wrote the popular James Bond spy novels in the 60s? It was Ian Fleming. So we'll do a couple more. What iconic British rock band released the album Dark Side of the Moon in 73? That was Pink Floyd. What cultural movement promoting self-expression and individualism emerged in the 60s? It was the hippie movement. Which British sitcom set in the fictional Grace Brothers department store premiered in 1972? I think you'll know this. It was Are You Being Served? Anyway, thank you for playing that quiz, really appreciate it. And if you'd like to see more in future, please hit that subscribe button and press that notifications bell.